Welcome to Boundaried Brilliance. In this activation, I'm going to teach you to master the art of energetic protection so you can understand what it means to be an empath, plus how to use your gifts with confidence, clarity, and zero interference. If you've been trying to navigate the world while picking up on other people's thoughts, energy, and emotions, this activation will help you. In my work, I've come to know that empaths have the gift of being able to sense and feel things that others miss, as well as being able to connect to others in a way that creates deep resonance and attunement, which allows others to feel seen and safe. But they also struggle with knowing whether what they are feeling is theirs or someone else's, as well as setting boundaries to protect their own energy so connection doesn't become merging or codependence. So if you've experienced things like energy fatigue after interactions with others, or picking up on messages for other people in your life but struggling to share them with confidence, or making connections that leave you feeling equally fulfilled rather than drained, then you're in the right place. Because this activation is going to help you to understand the keys to setting the boundaries in place that will help you to stay in your power so you can use your gifts for good. You can come back to this audio anytime you need, using it as a sort of guided meditation so it can help you feel protected and empowered. I want you to come out of this understanding why you are the way you are and how much your gifts are needed in this world right now. Because every empath has an origin story. So many of you listening to this became so empathic because at some point in your life, you had to learn how to connect with someone that wasn't able to fully see you. As a result of not feeling seen, you learned to see all the things that others didn't. You absorbed every little bit of information all around you, including unseen energy, because you know the ache of being neglected, forgotten, or invisible. Some of you had to learn how to love people that felt unlovable. For so many of you, your gifts have been shaped through years of the pain of being on the receiving end of disconnection. But you're here because you didn't allow that pain to swallow you whole. Somehow you found a way to turn that disconnection into profound connection with others. Now, your job here today is twofold. Number one, don't lose that ability because the world so needs it, especially right now. And number two, learn how to protect that ability as the sacred skill that it is. Before we dive in, I want to tell you that this boundary training is not like others you've seen out there. I'm not going to tell you to sage yourself from head to toe or imagine a golden egg of protection around you. Chances are, if you're here, you've already tried that. I'm also not going to teach you those boundary scripts you've heard, like telling people that's not your truth, or you need some time to think it over before you respond. I'm sure you've got sources for that. What I'm going to teach you here is rooted in esoteric knowledge. It comes from the universal laws of divine truth. This is a spiritual knowing that bypasses what you'll learn from boundary books or guided meditations. And I have a hunch that if you found me and you're here listening, you've tried almost everything already and it still isn't working. You're done with the mental fatigue of trying to figure out where to go, who to be around, or how to show up without feeling like you've been energetically robbed. You want someone who gets it, someone who has been there, someone who has felt what you're feeling to gently guide you to the right path. This is not something that will take away from your faith, no matter what you believe in. In fact, if you look close enough, you will see sprinkles of this truth everywhere, in nature, in your relationships, in your own inner life. This universal law is sculpted into the fabric of the universe itself. The universal truth that I want to activate in you today is the law of masculine and feminine. It's about bringing unity to your energy and learning how to create balance within. Because the truth is, intuition, empathy, and all that comes with it is highly feminine. It's about being open to receiving energy and information. It's about knowing how to deeply nurture, love, and support others. But you can't do all of that at the risk of losing yourself. And in order to not lose yourself, you need to know yourself. This is why the Oracle of Delphi had the words, "Know thyself," above the entrance to her temple thousands of years ago. Without that anchor of self, you end up merging with others. Their pain becomes your pain. Their symptoms show up in your body. Their dark cloud hovers over you. Their thoughts circulate in your mind. Their energy starts to inhabit yours, and as an empath, this is exactly what puts you and your gifts at risk. So today, I'm going to teach you how to return to yourself, how to feel yourself even in a room full of other people, how to lead the room, not just read the room. Because receptivity requires selectivity, boundaries, the ability to instantly discern what serves you and what doesn't, to weigh the cost of your energy against what's being presented, to know when a conversation is costing you your peace, when a relationship is dimming your light, or when an environment is asking too much. This is your initiation into Boundaried Brilliance. It's the skill of knowing your energy is sacred. It's the reminder that your gifts were given to you for good, not to drain you, but to expand you. It's the moment you reclaim your power, not by closing yourself off, but by choosing when and how you open. Because your courage to stand in your power is what shifts the collective. And if you've been wondering why the struggle feels so personal, it's because your story isn't just about you. It's about the movement you were born to lead, the hearts that you were meant to touch. So let's begin. I want you to take a deep breath in, slowly. Really drink it in. Take in as much air as you can, all the way up to the top. Hold your breath for a moment, and then let it out slowly out through the mouth. This activation, this isn't about creating a bubble around you. It's about remembering what's already in your design. You are a diamond, and like every diamond, your brilliance comes from 4 qualities. I want you to remember this: clarity, cut, facets, and resilience. In ancient priestess traditions, clarity was measured against the weight of a feather. If it feels light as a feather in your body, that's intuitive truth, meant to move through you and be shared. If it feels heavy, dense, or sticky, that's not clarity, that's karma. That's old patterning, repeated suffering, or energy that isn't yours to carry. Your brilliance begins by asking in every moment, does this feel light as a feather? or does it weigh me down? That question alone shifts everything. The cut is what gives a diamond its distinctive shape. For you, the cut is learning to sense the features that are uniquely yours. How does your energy feel when it's fully you? Does it feel expansive? Does it feel calm? Does it feel alive? Does it feel anchored? The priestesses trained for this by wearing blindfolds and walking labyrinths. With sight removed, they had to feel their way inward, learning to trust inner instinct rather than outer input. Your cut is your initiation. It's knowing your own energetic fingerprint so clearly that the moment something foreign enters, you can say, "This is not me." The facets of a diamond are what catch the light and reflect it back. As an empath, your gift is reflection, not absorption. People will project onto you their hopes, their pain, their wounds, their unmet needs, but your job is not to carry those projections. It's to reflect them clearly back so they can see themselves. Absorbing dims you. Reflecting empowers both you and them. Your facets remind you, I am a mirror, not a sponge. And finally, resilience. Not reliance, resilience. So many empaths learn to change shape, to chameleon themselves in order to please others or keep the peace. That's reliance. Relying on the cues of others to decide who you should be. Resilience is the opposite of reliance. It's the choice to remain yourself at the core, no matter the environment. Resilience doesn't mean you harden. It means you let go of needing the room to approve of you or the people around you to dictate your identity. It means you stand at the center of your own structure and let others orbit you. This is boundaried brilliance. Not a bubble, not a shield, but the diamond anatomy of who you already are. This is your energetic structure. Clarity that discerns, cut that anchors, facets that reflect, resilience that shines. You are not a sponge. You are a diamond. You don't absorb, you illuminate. And when you protect that brilliance, you give the world exactly what it needs, the truth of you. And that's your access key. Here's what we covered today. Your diamond anatomy is clarity, which means does it feel light as a feather or does it weigh you down? Cut, this is me, that is not. Facets, I reflect, I don't absorb. And resilience, I am myself at the core. You don't need to come back to this every time you leave the house, unless, of course, you want to. Once it awakens in you, it becomes who you are. You are not a sponge, you're a diamond. And your brilliance doesn't just protect you, it expands you. This activation is just the beginning. If you felt a shift in your body while listening to this, imagine what happens when you spend a full hour diving deeper with me into the art of boundaried brilliance. That's exactly what we'll do inside the Boundaried Brilliance Masterclass, a 60-minute training where I'll guide you to create energetic boundaries that protect your channel without shutting you down, and instantly recognize what's yours versus what you're absorbing from others. I'll also teach you to stay grounded and clear so intuitive messages come through with confidence and zero interference. If you've ever felt drained after being around people or wondered whether the emotions you're carrying are even yours, this masterclass will shift that for good. So if this activation has lit something up in you, I'd love to invite you to join me. Spots are limited and this training won't be repeated, but every registrant will get the replay. Remember, your energy is sacred, your presence is needed, and your gifts were given to you for good. Now it's time to protect them with brilliance.